DWP's own legal representation stated that because I use assisted technology, including AI, that I should not be granted any reasonable adjustments in court. Why is this wrong? Why is this hugely discriminative? And how do you respond to such a legal bigot if you're in the same position? I'm going to be breaking it all down for you in this video. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Ali and I successfully sued the Department of Work and Pensions for unlawful harassment and failure to make reasonable adjustments for a disabled person in the workplace. Now, before I go any further, I just want to say hello, DWP, because it appears that you are still stalking my social media 24 months after I no longer work for you. For me, I'm noting this as a constitution of continued harassment. Now, fortunately, I am the person that created Justice Writer Pro. It is a software that helps you as a layperson or a litigant in person represent yourself perhaps better. I would most definitely argue much better in a tribunal or in a court or any serious circumstance where you need to depend on evidence bundles, formalities, letters, and such worth. I'm also pointing out that this is not legal advice. It does not constitute legal advice. It is a resource that I created based on what I used in court. And I think we can all agree it was quite successful. So much so that DWP's own legal team really rather hate me for it. Oh dear. Anyway, getting back to DWP's legal team's comments, which not only are they scraping the barrel, but they are very discriminative. Adaptive technology is a reasonable adjustment under the Equality Act of 2010. Rather shocking that I'm having to point that out to DWP's legal team, isn't it? But anyway, let's carry on. Just because you use, or in this case, I used adaptive technology, it does not mean that I need no further reasonable adjustments. Artificial intelligence is becoming a massive part of adaptive technology, and I would most definitely argue the fact that it is removing barriers and helping disabled people or people who might have cognitive or brain functioning issues or are simply completely new to perhaps doing any kind of legal process in this case. Is going to help them so much more. That's exactly why I created Justice Writer Pro. But what DWP's legal team tried to do here was weaponize my own disability against me. That's literally like trying to gaslight me with my own disability. Shocking, absolutely shocking. So if you're in the position where a legal representative or even DWP themselves or a larger organisation try to weaponise your own disability against you, do these three things. Number one, remind them of what the Equality Act is of 2010. Number two, remind them that having one reasonable adjustment does not constitute that you do not need any further reasonable adjustments. And number three, point out to the organisation or the third party, which may be a tribunal or a judge, that they are mandated by law to make reasonable adjustments. And having reasonable adjustments is not to be used against a disabled person for a test of their intellectual capability, because that would also be highly discriminative. For more amazing support, resources, and things that make absolute sense, go on over to thejusticejournals.com, where you'll find resources so good that DWP's own legal team absolutely despise me for it.